Hey everybody, it's Darren German here with the German Group, where we know you've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home. So we're here to help you get it right. We are trying this again. We are back and we're going to be reviewing yet another property that is under pre-construction in the South Surrey White Rock area. And this one today I think is going to be a little bit exciting. It is a concrete high rise that is going to be in a really neat area, kind of on the hillside, not on White Rock Beach, but on the White Rock hillside anyway. Looking south, it's going to have some incredible views, and it's in a really, really prestigious area, very high-end area that would be great for walkability. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into a little bit. I'm going to show you what's going on here. I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of what's left for sale, what the prices are doing, and I think you're going to come out of this video knowing a lot all about the Monaco going up in White Rock. So let's jump right into it and see what's going on. So the Monaco in White Rock is it's a high rise. It's located at 1350 Johnson Street. It is built by Solterra, a group of companies who over the past 18 years has won a ton of awards for their development work across multiple communities throughout the Lower Mainland. And actually, if you jump on their website, you can scroll down and you can see all of these really incredible awards they've won. They've done a very, very good job. The Georgie Awards, just so you have an idea, are all about design and architecture. And to win a Georgie Award is really quite a big deal. So that's quite awesome. So Solterra's been around for about 18 years, and it says they somewhat pride themselves on things like exceptional design, solid construction, and quality finishes. So I've been in some of their projects that they've done in the past. They've been around for, like I said, a long time. I've been in lots of their projects they've done in maybe Langley and the Surrey area, and they're all nice. I actually quite like the floor plans they come up with, and the communities they've done have held up and lasted well over the test of time. So let's jump into the location a little bit and where this is actually located. So I'm going to make this big for you guys here. And so this is at 1350 Johnson Road. So if I kind of run a circle around it, it's kind of this area right here where you can see this little dog. It's actually this blank piece of property right here. This is, for those of you that live in South Surrey, White Rock, this is where the old Deal's dollar store warehouse used to be. It's been covered in fences for quite a long time now. And Johnson Road's a really neat area. There's a lot of little eclectic shops. There's some really good restaurants. And this is really close to Semiahmoo Mall and really everything on the north side of 16th Avenue that's there to be offered. You've got Semiahmoo Shopping Center. You've got Save On Foods. Actually, in fact, a Thrifty Foods is going to be coming in almost right across the street from where this building's going in, just up on the other side of Thrift Avenue there. You've got breweries. You've got wine tasting bars, and you're just a short walk to the beach. If you like going to the U.S. as well, you can obviously jump into a car and get down to the border quite quickly. So the area is really, really good. There's also a French immersion school down here, where you can, go obviously play in their fields, take the kids to play and all that sort of stuff. And the mall area is just on the other side of what we call North Bluff right here. Now, this area all is going to be redeveloped eventually into also high-rise towers. That's over the course of the many, many next years coming up. But really great community. You can't do much better in terms of that. So you're certainly in a good area in this one. And it's not overly busy in this area either. So that's kind of a nice thing too. So Monaco is offering 97 units over 12 stories. I'm going to show, actually here is some of the previous units they've built here. A lot of them are in Squamish, which is interesting. But Sunset Grove is a nice one in the Cloverdale area. I've been in a few times. Sunnet 72 is a newer one. I think it was around probably 2018. Sunpoint's quite a nice one in Langley as well. Sunbury Court, also in Cloverdale. Sunridge, very nice. Actually, that's right beside where my dad lives. And Sunscape is where my dad lives. So there you go. But anyways, yeah, they've done nice work. But anyways, they're going to have this 97 unit place. It's going to be very nice. A lot of them are going to have views and whatnot as well. They are going to have 1 to 3 bedroom units, and they're going to range from just under 800 square feet all the way up as high as 2,100 square feet. So obviously the price point is going to change quite a bit as they get larger. And there is floor plans available on their website. So you can go in there and you can not only see what's available, still available for a 2-bedroom. So as an example, you can click on any of these and you can kind of get the layout and see what's going on. And they've also got the 3 bedrooms on here as well. If you go back and you can jump over here. And I'll make sure that I actually link to the developer's website in this video down in the description below, so you're able to jump in here. What I thought was kind of cool as well is if you're someone looking for one of the sub penthouses, there's actually 3 that are still available. So, I mean, these things are massive too. This one's almost 2,600 square feet, which is obviously going to be pretty incredible. Now, with that being said, the price points also are going to range a little bit. So the price points are going to range starting at about $829,900 and going all the way up to just over $3.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3.2 million. Of course, don't forget there is property transfer tax, and property transfer tax, as you start escalating the price, starts to get more expensive than maybe the traditional 2% on the first, or pardon me, 2%, 1% on the first $100,000, and then 2% on the balance. It starts to escalate after you get past the $2 million mark. So pay attention to that if you're out there looking to spend $3 million. The other thing as well is GST. Now, what is GST on 3.2 million? A little fun fact here. I calculated it because I was curious, and that would be $160,000. So there you go. If you've got that money, then good for you. What I liked about the details of the Monaco as well is parking and storage are included. And actually, for any units that are above the square footage of 800 square feet, you get at least 2 parking stalls, or you're guaranteed 2 parking stalls, and you get a storage locker, which is awesome because everyone charges extra for parking these days. So you don't want to discount that when you're looking for new property. That's really important. So I guess this is what some of the views of Semiahmoo Bay are going to look like. Mind you, that's from a drone, obviously. So that's probably not quite the case. That's really quite high, but that's what the building's going to look like. It's a beautiful looking building when it's going to be done. And I guess this is the suspected view over top of the courtyard. And this is supposed to be a 1,200 square foot amenity space. And speaking of amenities, they're going to have a ton. I mean, they list a lot of stuff on their website. So it says, take your extended living space even further by taking advantage of an exquisite rooftop community garden. Expansive green space features community garden plots, a putting green, children's play area, a private dog run, which is great for people with dogs, a barbecue dining space, and a fireplace lounge, perfect for hosting a dinner with friends or sipping on a glass of wine. Everybody always likes to sell that sipping on a glass of wine dream, so good for them. So you've still got some good options with floor plans left, even though Monaco is about 90% sold out. There still is some good options. And in fact, there actually is also some options on MLS that you can consider. So speaking of being on MLS, how do these really compare to some of the resale stuff that is out there? Some of the resale stuff that you could buy today, and, are the prices good? You got to remember there is GST on top of these as well. So to answer that question, we jump into our trusty Realtor backend website here to see what's going on. And the answer is there's really not much going on. This, for the type of building this is, being a concrete high rise and whatnot, due to the age of it, due to the location of it, there's not a lot of competition out there for anything that's either available or anything that's sold in the last 6 months. With that being said, though, there is other developments in the area that you could always consider. So you've got the Soleil building, you've got the Foster Martin building, and you've also got the Altus building. And this is one of the best starting price points out of all 3 of those buildings. So I really like the value that they're offering at Monaco. And it's actually probably my preferred location over top of all of the other ones that I mentioned. Now, we did reach out to the developer to see what the scoop was with the assignment fees, but unfortunately we have not heard them back from them yet. So if you're unsure or unfamiliar with what assignment fees are really just if you decided to buy the unit, possibly for an investment, you want to turn it over and what we call flip it later on to another buyer. Assignment fees are what you would pay the developer to have the ability to do so. So we've seen those fees get very, very high in the past. I've seen as high as 3%. I've heard as high as 5%, haven't seen it. But since the market has been coming down since the peak, what we have seen is those assignment fees have also come quite a bit lower. So, really the developer is just doing a little bit of additional paperwork, and typically they're charging people a lot more money just to be able to resell the property. And sometimes that not everyone's doing that for profit. They're doing it because they have to, life changes, situations change, all that sort of stuff. While we're talking about money as well, if you are someone interested in buying new construction like this, not only should you go in with a real estate professional, I think that's a given. You also want to consider about what the rates might be doing at the time when you purchase the property. So as an example, this building is due to complete in 2024. And I mean, who knows what the rates are going to be doing in 2024? They could be higher, they could be lower, who knows? So certain banks and certain mortgage providers will be able to offer you new construction rate holds. And a new construction rate hold could last you a year, it could maybe last you 2 years. And there's some banks that even will do rate holds for up to 3 years. What the benefit of this for you as a home buyer is that if the rates are actually higher when this building goes to complete and you do have that rate hold, that means you get to benefit from today's lower rate. And if the rates are lower when the building completes than they are today and you got that rate hold, well, it doesn't matter. It's moot. You just take the newest, most available and lower rate that's available today. So definitely something to consider. Very, very smart to do that when you're getting involved in pre-construction. And there you have it. That is the scoop with Monaco. So again, I've left their details down below so you can get access directly to the developer's website. If you are somebody looking at investing or purchasing in new construction, you definitely want to consider having your own representation when you go into new construction as well, whether it is the Monaco building or somewhere else. Don't ever forget that the contracts that you are being presented with at these sales centers are written by teams of lawyers directly for the benefit of the seller, and they have zero responsibility to you as a home buyer. So you want to make sure you know exactly what you're getting into, and whether that is working together with a real estate professional like myself who specializes in the area, or if you are having a lawyer review the contract for you, that is definitely a must-have because you want to know exactly what you're getting into. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something today. And that is a little bit about Monaco in the White Rock neighborhood. Again, linked below. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.